Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Sean,
I'm Chris.
and today we are brought here to check out.
Punchnello back, and also another one.
Here we can look it up. The other one is called "Boy in the Mirror" featuring Kid King. I only know that one Punchnello song that I showed you.
Yeah. He seemed like he had a decent little flow. Sometimes it's hard in rap in different languages because it's hard to pick up some innuendos of what they're saying.
You mean like wordplay and things like that? Yeah. But at the same time, though, a lot of times in like English rap, I assume that he's a rapper. That's the only song that we know. I don't know if all his songs are like that. But a lot of times, though, my hesitation with like English rap is the subject matter. It's like that doesn't apply to me. That, you know, like I'm not gonna sing along talking about like bitches and hoes and things like that. Right. But if you're talking about bitches and hoes in Korean, if it's catchy, that's all that matters to me because I don't really.
Right, and that's why I said sometimes it's difficult. It's just they have to be, the sounds have to work well to.
Right.
The flow has to sound well to really connect with.
Just like I bet like if you take like say an English speaking like simple rap song, okay, and then play it for somebody that doesn't speak English, it doesn't sound like a simple song. You know, it's just catchy to them. You know, like, so I think when you're crossing the language barrier, especially with rap, there is that pro and con. You know, like we miss out on the wordplay, some of the innuendo and things like that, a little bit of the subject matter, but we also every like flows sound faster because we don't know the language. There are different syllable constructions because it is a different language. So that it creates like a different flow, and sometimes like it'll just catch you like, all right, get it. It's like, oh damn, where'd you come from on that? You know, so I think it has just as good a chance, if not a little bit better, because if I'm sitting there listening to something and like it's like, oh yeah, this is catchy, and then it starts talking about something that doesn't apply, like I'm done. So that has less of a chance of happening when it's a foreign language, assuming that it is in Korean
or rap.
Yeah, we're assuming. We're assuming
we better just check it out here.
We're assuming a lot over here. But yeah, it'd be cool to check out another song by him solo, and then you get to see
a feature.
See who Kid King is. Or Kid King.
Kid King.
And
because it's KIDD, right?
Yeah. So I'm excited to check it out, see how it goes. Can you think of anything before we hop in?
No, ready to check it out, see what it's about.
Yeah. Well, if you are new here, hit subscribe. We notice and appreciate it. Think you're pretty cool if you do.
And leave a comment. We like to read it and reply. Yeah.
You used to me saying yeah. You couldn't just not.
I'm used to hearing it, so it's like
you couldn't leave the silence. Oh yeah, we don't need French auto-generated. We already went over that. It's back.
Yeah, 떨어진 소목의 키 언젠간 뒤집을 게임도 시시하다니 어쩌니 딴 놈들 다 비켜 거꾸로 매달리는 진짜 모습을 뺏고 거기 chillin' 검은 양도 피를 빨라 I'm back yo 다시 뺐어 벼둔 왕자 다 꺼져 또 쌌어 내 안에 숨은 또 다른 나와 조금 뱉어 이거 뛰어태나
From the jump, blonde eyebrows always look weird as shit to me.
Yeah.
Like cool, go blonde. Just don't do your eyebrows maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it looks, because they're blonde, because most are not blonde.
Right.
It looks jarring, but yeah.
갑자기 나타난 보스몹에 다들 혼란 흘려보내 난 시간 엎드려 다 내게 보상 아무것도 없던 꼬맹이 언제 이렇게 혼자 발에 치는 허접들 군합발로 전부 짓밟자 Back yo, back yo Yes, I'm back, y'all. Back, y'all. Good at back, y'all. Back, y'all. 다른 무릎 꿇은 시간 누가 왔나 지켜봐봐. Yes, I'm back, y'all. Back, y'all. Back, y'all. Good at back, y'all. Back, y'all. 다른 무릎 꿇은 시간 누가 왔나 지켜봐봐. 어려운 게 어딨음에 나다 보니 다 내 루틴으로 나는 공그래 한 번에 매곡마다 기록을.
That's tight.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
well, it's like come back. It's like you know, like
a little
it's
extra
like a
in
roll.
it.
Yeah. And see, like I like it when it's fast. I'm not a fan of usually not a fan of like slower rap. You know, especially when it comes to like another language, because again, slower rap usually is more story driven. You know, like you have to apply to the story.
Yeah.
But when it's fast, you can just pick up on the bars. I mean, even most of the English rap that we listen to is on the fast side. I mean, like Ritz and Tech Nine and like strange music in general and kind of things like that. And even if you go back to like the old days of
like Bone Thugs and Harmony.
yes, thank you.
Boom, 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 boom.
We don't like them thugs. Yeah.
Yes, I'm back, y'all. Back, y'all. Back, y'all. Good at back, y'all. Back, y'all. 다른 무릎 꿇은 시간 누가 왔나 지켜봐봐. 어려운 게 어딨음에 나다 보니 다 내 루틴으로 나는 공그래 한 번에 매곡마다 기록을 깨 나를 숙게 보는 놈들 코에 먹기는 나의 케이크 just wanna chill. 근데 이젠 안 되겠네. I want that money and cheesecake. 핑지독한 시가렛 꽁초 던져버린 뒤에 마주 무덤을 파로 치관에 못세게 박은 뒤 대충 발로 다 묻어내. I'm not a freaking rapper, more like Green Reaper man, I don't give a damn. 노이즈 백이 어쩌고 저쩌고 난 약점을 양보여 피하다 보게 다 게임 오버 게임을 세 번째로 네 엎어 간단하지 내 예상 말이지 don't ever bring me down 배불로 다 태워버려 누가 winner I'm the winner 쟤네는 필요해 비료 찌꺼기 던져 누가 winner I'm the winner 쟤네는 필요해 비료 찌꺼기 던져 I'm back Yes I'm back I'm back y'all back y'all Yes I'm back y'all back y'all Good at back
Epilepsy
y'all
warning.
back y'all 다른 무릎 꿇은 시간 누가 왔나 지켜봐봐 Yes I'm back y'all back y'all back y'all back y'all Good at back y'all back y'all 다른 무릎 꿇은 시간 누가 왔나 지켜봐봐 Yes I'm back
Right.
Fair enough. He's back.
Yeah. And since we didn't know him all that well, I didn't know he left
Right.
or arrived, for that matter, I guess. But yeah, it was cool. Super short song, so.
Yeah, I think it was only a couple minutes.
But yeah, it was fast. No complaints at all. Catchy. Obviously has bars, and it doesn't seem tacky or anything like that. Because that's also another thing that you gotta like. I don't know if it's just Americans being judgmental against like other countries or anything like that, but like sometimes like rap is sometimes the one that seems the farthest behind.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You know,
I
you know
agree.
what I'm saying? It's like
As far as
it's like
evolution,
you sound like you're from fucking 2004. Good job.
Yeah.
17 years behind. But yeah, you ready to just hop right in, see?
yeah, Boy in the Mirror.
Yeah, and getting a good feel of what he sounds like, and
You can get some Kid King in it.
yeah.
Hey
Hey. That hype guy.
but a dumb she goes to the judge he's a she got to
Oh, I like that. Like that come in like da-da-da-da-da-da.
Nice.
but a dumb she goes to the judge he's a she got to 여전히 그냥 저리 좀 빨리 좀 왔다가 손을 벌리게 딱 넉넉하게 넣어서 어머니 아버지 아들은 글렀어 착하게 사귀는 거기서 어디서 주머니 폴더 백업 버리지 너의 꿈 너의 목표 Boy in the mirror 멍청해 Boy in the mirror Boy in the mirror 멍청해 Boy in the mirror Boy in the mirror 멍청해 Boy in the mirror Boy in the mirror Boy in the mirror Boy in the mirror 다 커져라 커내 어느 새를 통장에 꽂히지 마는 게 밥 마시고 취해 난 오대 정상인 적이 없는 누라의 동태야 yeah, 왜 fuck that shit 던져버리는 게 요즘 유행인가 나도 신나게 던져대지 박살나게 거울 안에 내 모습 포즈 취하고 부셔버렸죠 말이 아니지 꼴이 말이 한숨 쉬기 전에 때려 자리에 샷 바보 같은 얼굴 아래 블링 나가지고 나서 몰라야 합니까 말해주세요 돈이 못하나 시상네
the ding. But yeah, I like it that it wasn't just the all the way through the song.
It
He
switched
changed
up,
the flow
yeah.
and everything. It's like honestly, like after the initial bar, all I could think was like Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci. You know,
right.
Like so if it
don't
kept
get
going,
in that rhythm,
right.
yeah.
왜 fuck that shit 던져버리는 게 요즘 유행인가 나도 신나게 던져대지 박살나게 거울 안에 내 모습 포즈 취하고 부셔버렸죠 말이 아니지 꼴이 말이 한숨 쉬기 전에 때려 자리에 샷 바보 같은 얼굴 아래 블링 나가지고 나서 몰라야 합니까 말해주세요 돈이 못하나 시상 내가 뭘 해야 하는 거지 I'm fucked up 저리 비켜 욕망을 토하거나 쓰러져 yeah fucked up 저리 비켜 욕망을 토하거나 쓰러져 yeah fucked up 저리 비켜 욕망을 토하거나 쓰러져 yeah fucked up 저리 비켜 욕망을 토하거나 쓰러져 욕망을 토하거나 쓰러져 또 아무것도 보이지가 않아 휘둘러 떼지는 주먹 다시 좋은 구수 강에는 죄가 너무 많아 소리 못 듣는 나의 머리 밖에 숨을 참아 맛이 가스는 전지 반전 상태에 또라이들 사이 진짜 관계를 숨기지 다시 돌아올 수 없어 여기 너무 멀리 왔지는 길들의 길을 못 찾겠어 버릇던 마시고 쓰러져 지에서 마시가루 여전히 그냐 저리 좀 말리 좀 왔다가 손을 벌리자 딱 넉넉하게 넣어서 어머니 아버지 아들은 글러서 착하게 사귀는 거기서 어디서 주머니 폴더 백 까버리지 너의 꿈 너의 목표 Boy in the mirror 멍청해 Boy in the mirror Boy in the mirror 멍청해 Boy in the mirror Boy in the mirror 멍청해 Boy in the mirror Boy in the mirror Okay Boy in the mirror 말해서 bright 맘대로 살아 누가 지적질하면 그냥 눈 감아 하나도 안 무서워 사망 내 인생 참견은 가능해 오직 의사만 뜻대로 살아도 결국 날 찾아 어쩌고 저쩌고 씨발이 타다 돈 들어올 때까지 나는 마셔 If you wanna fuck with me 닥쳐 came a long way 돌아가기 늦었네 그리워지기 전에 씨발놈들에게 전해 네가 날 이렇게 만들었잖아 거울을 쳐다볼 때마다 괴롭다고 여전해 이제 내 피는 검해 수수함을 잊고 대신 빌어먹을 돈을 버네
I like that little like wobble in his voice like haha like he's like
I'm coming to get you. Yeah.
돌아가기 늦었네 그리워지기 전에 씨발놈들에게 전해 네가 날 이렇게 만들었잖아 거울을 쳐다볼 때마다 괴롭다고 여전해 이제 내 피는 검해 수수함을 잊고 대신 빌어먹을 돈을 버네 비웃어 씨발 나갔다 왔대 죽기 직전에 그래서 너만 알고 I will feel the pain 난 알고 서내야 돼 있는 놈일 오네 난 이제 절대 못 굶어 착하게 살기는 글로 내가 넌 미워 I'm seen 맨정신인가 봐 fucked up 느끼고 바보 fuck up 안기고 바보 fuck up 손에서 피가 버텀덥 보이 너 미워 I'm 멍청 기회가 보이엔 덥어 나 너 몰라 기억 없어 그러게 나 왜 믿었어 버릇던 마시고 쓰러져 지에서 마시가루 여전히 그냥 저리 좀 말리 좀 왔다가 손을 벌리자 넉넉하게 넣어서 어머니 아버지 아들은 글러서 착하게 사귀는 거기서 어디서 주머니 폴더 백 까버리지 너의 꿈 너의 목표 Boy in the mirror 멍청해 Boy in the mirror Boy in the mirror 멍청해 Boy in the mirror Boy in the mirror 멍청해 Boy in the mirror Boy in the mirror
out of all the
stabbing each other, putting each other in trunks, and they
throwing up everything else
and then they send
the
it
cigarette
Boy in the mirror 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 Boy in the mirror
Yeah, it was cool.
that was cool. Yeah, it was cool. It was catchy.
Yeah, I'm glad to get to know him more. Now we know 3 songs by him.
Yeah.
So
And 2 artists.
broaden the horizons a little bit. We're fucking
introduced
moving
to
on up. Yeah. Boy in the mirror. I do think that it got a little
Repetitive.
in the chorus.
Yes.
You know, because whenever, I mean, it was cool for what it is because of how fast it was surrounding it. But if it was any more than what it is, it would have been like, couldn't think of a chorus, could you? You know, like,
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like I could think of one that's better or anything like that. But when it's just like, dun-dun-dun, same thing. It's like, do it a couple times, switch it up, go back into the verse, you know,
Yeah.
like it's like, I like it when it's like, they'll say something, and then they'll like stutter step back into a different rhythm. I don't know if that makes any sense. You're like, boy in the mirror, dun 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 dun, dun, you know, like
Yeah.
something to that effect, you know, but it kind of keeps the same measure, but it's a transition back into the verse. So
Right.
the chorus doesn't
Shorter
seem,
chorus.
yeah, but well, it's the same length of chorus, but
right,
only
but
half
shorter,
of
like
it.
dedicated chorus,
Yeah.
where not the ramp up or
Right.
ramp back down
Yeah,
or
so
in or
and then it also makes it to where it isn't as cut and dry of verse chorus, you
Right.
know, and things like that. But all that being said, like because of how much was going on in the song, it didn't bother me as much as what it normally would.
in an American song. It didn't bother you as
Yeah.
much as my, because regardless of what they were saying, I agree. Like in that kind of situation, not knowing the language benefited us.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I don't know what the song was about, but like the way that it started, like with that, it's like you might have been saying different things, but that's one of the cons, you know,
Yeah.
like we mentioned going into it. Like my ears hear, especially at first glance, you know, is I didn't mean to spit on you.
No, you didn't.
But it's just we're not catching the words or catching any wordplay or catching any cleverness in it. All I'm hearing is Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Right.
You know, like not necessarily that, but that style.
Cadence, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because it is that cadence,
Right.
you know. But everything else, like the way that he changed it up and everything, is like, whew, the whole song isn't like that. I can enjoy this,
Right.
Because at a certain point, if it would have went another half verse doing that, I would have checked out. I know myself. I've seen me do it. Like I try to be as open minded as possible, but I also like to listen to so much music that if I don't want to have to listen to a whole half of a song I don't like to get to the half of the song I do.
Yeah.
You know, like there's enough songs I can find.
Generally, I like the half that I like first,
right,
and then the half that I don't like, so I can
Right.
change the song.
right.
Because I've done that.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, like my favorite thing is when, I mean, this is obviously just like music theory and has nothing to do with this, is when I really like the first half. The second, third is kind of like, but it has something special at the end. Because then I instantly reminded why I like the song, get a chill and build the anticipation to the part that I'm looking for. You know, so like that song structure is probably like my favorite, at least as far as broad layout.
Listening pleasure kind of
Yeah,
thing.
you know, it's like, oh yeah, check out this song, and then you sit there and like show somebody a song, and it's like, yeah, it's super catchy, and then you can kind of talk about it for a minute and be like, oh, hold up, here comes my part, you know, like,
And then in it,
yeah. So it's you start strong and finish strong, you know. So, but yeah, I'm a fan so far. I like his flow. Rap usually isn't our top rated genre.
Yeah.
You know, so if we can find somebody that is a rapper that we find enjoyable, then I give them even more credit because you broke through a barrier for us. I think.
That's normally not there because neither one of us listen to very. I mean, I listen to them more, and I don't
Right.
listen to it very much. So I know you don't listen to very much,
Right.
like kind of situation. But
yeah, you know, well, I just don't like it when it's ghetto. You know, I'm not hood. I'm not
gangster,
or
capping people,
or you know, out there trying to like play on some hoes or anything
hustle,
like that.
or
like, yeah,
like,
you know,
I go to work every day. That's what I do.
And not to pigeonhole the whole genre, but at least in English rap, a lot of it is, for lack of a better word, trashy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, so
We find those artists that we do like, generally they are a faster pace.
yeah.
You know, Hobson, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but there's a cynical side to things in his music. You know what I mean? I can relate more to that than I can the other stuff, just because I don't experience it. I don't go through it.
Right.
It's not part of my life.
Right.
You know, so I can't really connect with that because that's not who I am.
Right.
Kind of thing. So,
But yeah.
Glad we checked them out. Glad we got a couple new artists at least on the radar. So.
Keep an eye out. Maybe get some suggestions on like, oh, this is his banger. Check it out. You know, like go from there, because we know I don't even remember the name of the only other song that we knew by him beforehand. But
I didn't even catch it, to be honest with you. Yeah,
but irrelevant.
We know which one it is. We won't watch that one on here.
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah, definitely listen to that song again though, because I like it. But Can you think of anything else before we get out of here?
No, glad we checked it out, man.
Yeah, it was cool. Well, thanks for watching with us. See you next time.